You are live. Welcome everybody to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Outside, well, the sun is shining, but I'll tell you what, guys, you have not ever seen so much horrific chemtrails like we're seeing now. It's incredible. I made a video this morning, put it out there 5 days ago, maybe 6 days ago. I took some photos, and for some reason, I took them off my. I just delete every now and again. But the photos I took was at the farm, and the skies were that deep blue. Remember that deep blue that you used to see, and the clouds looked like cotton wool. They're so beautiful. They're so gorgeous that only Mother Nature could make something so beautiful. Roll on after the holidays, because these guys who were spraying obviously had some time off. Now you're looking at a massive amount of what looks like high altitude fog. It's just disgusting. And the difference between the two is, for those that are sensitive, they don't get front lobe mild headaches. They don't even realize they've got them most of the times. They're busy trying to kill the poisons in their body. So to most of humanity, they eat all the crap from supermarkets. They drink themselves with tea with normal water mixed in with all the poisons. So the body's forever trying to fight off the poison in their body. But if you are of sensitive nature and you realize that everything that is given to you by the corporation, I call them the evil global corporation, it's all of them. When you realize that all of that's poison, and you start to look for real healthy food, you do your best to find the best of Mother Nature, whole foods. You look for, water, which you can test and realize that, hey, that is clear. That's the clearest water you're going to get. So when you start to, work on your body, and then, for instance, myself, I started to learn how to heal. And healing, we call it energy healing. We try to understand energy, and we try to understand our body and feel our body. So what's going on in your body? Let me try and understand that as an energy healer. And what's going on in my body. And of course, when you start to become sensitive to those things, because you have to be sensitive, there's no point being a bull in a china shop. You're just not going to work. When you become sensitive to these things, you start to notice when things aren't right in a room. So if the energy is bad, you can feel it, and people will look at you going, "What are you talking about?" Like they have no clue, because they've never been taught it. They've never understood it. So it's woo-woo to those people. To a healer, they can pick up many things in a room which isn't there. Like, there's a spirit in this room. There's bad energy in this room. Somebody's died in this room, and so on. So we feel energy. We also feel energy within ourselves. So right now, here at the front of my head there, I've got a front lobe headache. Now, surprise, surprise, when I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh, Jesus, I've got a headache at the front. And I didn't need to even look out of the window. I knew what I was going to be looking at. Now, prior to this, these past 5, 6 days, 7 days, the sky has been blue. How Mother Nature intends, how the universe works, how the cosmos works. But the interference of the Satanic global network do everything they can to continually 24 poison humanity. It's called a drip feed poison. So they'll poison you in every way they can. And humanity is starting to wake up now to see this. And the point being is, I'm driving in my car and I'm looking up thinking, yeah, headache, poison, I get it. And then I got out of my car and I did a video. And as I'm making the video, do you know when you ever feel that something is so real and you're having to explain it? You're having to actually explain it to people, because most people still don't get it. I have friends who are so-called conspiracy theorists, in the sense that they search for conspiracies and they hunt them out, and they always think that they're really, really into all of this and they know what's going on. They still they can't look up and see it's real. No, that's not true. And for me, I find it overwhelming sometimes. I'm sure you do, that I'm having to explain that 6 days ago, you've never seen such beautiful blue. You've never seen such beautiful white, fluffy clouds as nature provides, as it's meant to be. And today, you've got toxic poison all up there, which is not a cloud. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's toxic fog, and it's everywhere, coupled with hundreds of lines everywhere. Now I ask you, it's a really simple question. Why is it for the past 4 days that it was beautiful blue skies? There were tons of flights, loads of aeroplanes flying up and down. I'm in the Costa del Sol. I'm 30 minutes away from Malaga Airport. How come there was nothing in the sky? You can't say to me, oh, it's because of the weather. Oh, it's because they're high up or they're low down. That's all bullshit, guys. I mean, wake up to the reality that they are spraying us every day. And the proof is 6 days ago, for all them 6 days, there were tons of flights coming into Malaga, just as many as they are today. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was as it should be. I felt healthy and strong. I felt motivated. This shit up there is killing the motivation, is killing the body. So the body is struggling. So when the body struggles to breathe in this poison, your body is trying to fight the toxins inside your body. So of course you're not going to feel good. Of course you're going to feel the toxicity in your body, and it's going to appear in certain ways. You're going to feel tired. You're going to feel brain fog. You're going to feel lethargic. You're going to feel like you've got a headache. You're going to feel like you have no inspiration, no motivation, no energy, nothing. That is clearly why they're spraying. Now, in and amongst that, there's many other things, and where we all go wrong, where humanity goes wrong, is this stubborn head, this donkey head within all humanity, men and women. You all think you're right because you've all got the answer, and my answer is the only answer. But what if I said to you that you're all right? All of you are right in one way or another. Yes, they're spraying. And yes, it might be barium, or it might be aluminium, or it could even be a toxic that they're spraying on you to dampen you down, to kill your pineal gland. Or maybe they're spraying down what they were trying to inject into people's bodies. Maybe what we're breathing in now is nanotechnology. Maybe what we're breathing in now is turning us into the very nature of what they want. So we're walking antennas. Maybe it's all of the above. Maybe we're all right. And maybe instead of fighting with each other saying, you don't know what you're talking about, I know what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what they're talking about. They have an intuition, inclination. They've maybe read some books. They've watched a short 2-minute video and made their mind up. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we need to look up and say, we need to try and educate the whole of humanity, that we have to keep saying day in, day out, that what they're spraying over us is killing us softly. It's killing us deliberately. It's killing us drip feed, killing us. And we're all also, the worst part about it is that the frustration that lies within you and me is that we know we can't do anything about it. Oh, but Musk's telling us this, and we're going to be saved by Musk. No, we're not. Oh, Donald Trump's coming in, so we're all going to be saved. No, you're not. You're not going to be saved by any of these people. These people, whether they know it or not, And whether you believe it or not, they are there as a smokescreen. They're there for you to feel better and to think that you don't need to do anything because they're here to save you. There's one thing I've learned in my life. I'm 58. Nobody's ever saved anybody. And there's been loads of heroes, and not one hero has done anything to save anything. No matter whether they've gone into prison, whether they've stood up and started screaming and shouting, whether they've become a president, whether they become MPs, nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Whatever is happening in this world and what they want to do to humanity, whether you believe in the Georgia Guidestones and whether the first principles of that is to have 500,000 people on this planet, whether you believe in that or not, it doesn't matter. But what matters is clear that whoever is running this global shit show is allowing evil to take place day by day. Evil in what you walk into a supermarket and pick up from them shelves, which are filled with poisons from the corporations that are allowed to put these poisons in, from the very corporations that are meant to protect you. So nobody's protecting you. It is all about culling. It isn't about profit. That's a scapegoat. That's just to make you believe it's all about profit. Oh, and that's what it is. No, it isn't, guys. It's about culling humanity to make them sick. Oh, well, that's because Big Pharma's going to make money on it. No, it's not. It's ultimately about culling humanity. And whichever way they can do it, they are doing it. And they're doing it every day. So I wanted to make a short video to say, listen, the only thing that you can do is one thing, is know your truth and live and walk that truth. Don't talk it, walk it. Stop eating poisons. Cleanse yourself as much as you can. Study what they're trying to do to us day in, day out, and try and fight that in your own way. Not by being angry, not by being frustrated as we are day to day, but clearing it off and walking your path and continue to spread your truth as well as cleanse yourself. Know what they're doing, know their plans. So you're probably already halfway there. You probably already started walking a path of health. You're probably going to a supermarket now and more aware of what you're eating. 95% of this world aren't. And they'll live all their life till they probably end up with cancer or some kind of issue and drop down dead. Well, cancer's been around for a long time because they've been poisonous for a long time. So it doesn't stop. Donald Trump won't be able to stop anything because it's a higher energy than human beings. Whether you believe it's extraterrestrial, whether you believe it's satanic, whether you believe it's a God which is dark that is controlling this universe, doesn't matter. What matters is that we know it continues. And this idea of it's all changing and the energy is shifting and we're all awakening up and we're all doing, yeah, maybe so, but it's still continuing. The game still is played. The false flags continue. The poisoning continues. So when you know this and you say, you know what? I know full well the issue of this world, and it's not predominantly the darkness. It's the people living in this world who are not waking up to it. That's the problem. You can only cause a problem if people are not willing to stand up for the truth. So we can blame anybody we want, but the truth is we have to blame humanity. Humanity allows this. Humanity is not even willing to look at it. Humanity sticks their head in the sand. Humanity mocks and ridicules people every day for saying there's something very wrong. There's something very wrong with this world. And the likes of David Icke and who are now saying that this world is, an evil world being created by evil. I don't buy that so much. I buy into the fact in my head and what I see with my eyes is that it's humanity. It's humanity doing this. Humanity is not stopping it. Humanity is going into the shops and buying the same thing that they want you to drink the very nature of the water which is poisoning you. They're not willing to do anything because it's easier, it's convenient, until they find out they've got cancer, and then they want everybody to hear them. So the selfishness of humanity is, in my opinion, what's causing this more than anything. Evil can only do its bidding when people abide to the evil. And we can't blame Donald Trump. We can't blame Musk, who is now becoming the next heroes, so that the next generation, when they end up realizing that was a waste of energy and time because nothing changed, it continues. What you see on the surface of change is superficial. What's happening in the background, in darkness, that's what we need to be looking at. And evil continues. Slavery continues. Trafficking continues. Satanic is so huge now, it's unbelievable. People have no clue. Did you know that there's more satanic cults in this world? It would frighten you to death. And how, but what you're talking about, Mark, if it was this, if it was that, we'd know about it. Somebody would tell us. When you're in a satanic cult, that is your God. That's who you are. That's the energy and the nature of you. That is the soul that you came into this body to stay in. So who you are is what you believe. So if you believe in killing innocent children for fame and power and fortune, then that's normal to you and your religion. That's normal to where you come from. Where I come from, that's not normal. We believe in love and kindness and honesty and not allowing pain and suffering in this world. That's what we believe in. That's normal to us. But to those that do the rituals, the satanic rituals, that's their normal. They don't see anything wrong in that. The only thing they fear is being caught. So of course they keep these things to themselves. Of course children go missing. We talked about it the other day. So many children go missing, but nobody's interested. Humanity doesn't talk about it. They might watch a video and say, oh, this video is brilliant. Look at this next documentary. Look at what we're brilliant because I watched it and now I know all about it. But it still continues. You didn't do anything. You were just hoodwinked to watch something to appease you so you won't do anything. And that continues every day. You're hoodwinked every day to believe in somebody. Why? Why is that? Oh, I know. Because it means that you don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. And that's how it works. So I find it fascinating how this universe and how this world works. There's so many people now spreading information, and it really is truly a cesspit. The information coupled with AI, which was obviously the next level of manipulation. AI, oh, it's lovely. ChatGPT, I could do some great memes. Fantastic art, isn't it? Yeah, but what about all the stuff that's being created now that's sending people all over the playground? Remember, it's a big playground. Jenny comes up and tells me something. Guess what's just happened? What? So-and-so's just told me this. I don't believe them. They're liars. Look at this. Look at this, what somebody's just read. I don't believe it. It's a lie. It's all lies. The playground's now filled with lies. And everybody wants to tell that lie. Everybody wants to be the first to promote that lie. And that lie is AI. It's absolutely devastating to what it's doing to truth. It's a simple case of the biggest psyop ever made. Your Elon Musks, your Bill Gates, all of those who were in AI. AI, the creating of it or being part of it or boosting it, your Silicon Valleys, it's all evil. All of it is evil, because now you don't know what is truth. Now, isn't that the biggest trick of all? Isn't that what the devil wants? Wants you to believe all the lies, and people are believing all the lies. And then what happens? You stop believing everything, and then you don't know what to believe. And now you don't believe in anything. And now you don't trust anything. What a perfect place for darkness to continue doing its evil, when it confuses the whole of humanity. So there you go. That's where I am right now. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to mess up through this year. We're going to scratch our heads and think, I can't believe I said that, or I did that. I can't believe I posted that. I can't believe they got me again. But at least now you've got a good grounding. You know that you can't believe anything now that is being posted. And there are so many scallywags in this world, so many scallywags that only care about promoting, about likes, about followers. They don't give a shit what's real and what isn't. Their aim and objective, like these new millennials, is all about 10x, 100x. They don't care about how they do it. They just want to 100x it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about principle anymore. Maybe a few of them, but not many. Most of them are about, I want to be famous. I want to be as famous as him. I want the best Ferrari. I want the jet. They don't give a shit about humanity. They don't give a shit about it. They're not taught that anymore. I need to 3x it. I need to 10x it. I need to 100x it. That's all they're bothered about. So they're tied up in the very dark network, which is run by the satanic forces, all of it. That's why it's called a web. It's pulling us all in. The black screen pulls us all in. It wants to take away our consciousness, so we are on a level or a frequency of the black screen. It wants to take over our body. It wants to take over our mind. And it's winning right now. It's winning every day. You can clearly see it by just walking outside of your home, going to any shopping center. People are not interactive in the moment, because being in the moment is everything. I've been trying to share this message for too long now. The best place to live is in the moment, but nobody is. You watch them step out of the door, they're already somewhere else. They're already behind or in front. They're not in the moment, or they're in the phone. You're not in the moment when you're on your phone. You're not in the moment. You are trapped in a dark screen, which is satanic and evil when you're on your phone. It is pulling and taking and sucking. It is digesting. It's doing everything it can to manipulate you and to know everything about what your brain is doing, how it functions, what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It is the perfect weaponized system that is collecting data to know everything about you, to one day will hold you accountable for that, because all that information will be stored. Every post that you've posted is stored. Every letter. I wrote something 5 minutes ago and I deleted it straight away. I didn't post it, but I was about to post it. And do you know what I thought? This happened. I'm not kidding. 5 minutes ago, I went, wow, that's dangerous. If I post this is dangerous. And I'm talking about how it could affect me. And I was going to post it. And I realized, wow, this is dangerous. Now, I haven't had that feeling before. Why is it now in 2025? I all of a sudden had that feeling of, don't post that, Mark. This is going to be detrimental. They're going to use this against you. And I took it off. So why am I feeling that now? Because I believe that we're coming to the next stage of the AI evolution, that we will be integrated into the phone. And if you're not, you will be hung, drawn, and quartered in their own way. You will be sentenced. You will be judged. Don't worry. You will be measured, because it's all on your phone. And you cannot take that back. They've got that. They've stored it. They've got everything that you think, feel, and say. That's it. The phone is now the perfect tool for darkness. And darkness is not just an energy that is satanic. Darkness lies within humanity. That's why people do the worst things. That's why they're in the highest positions. And that's why they're controlled. Darkness weaves itself through. When we talk about oneness, we make a mistake. We are one with our fellow brothers and sisters who come from the same place as us. You are not one with the monsters on this earth that cause wars and suffering and greed. So you are one with your home world, but there are many home worlds and there are many dark worlds. And I believe that this world encompasses both light and dark. But don't call me the same as a pedophile. Don't say I'm not all one with a pedophile. He's nothing like me. That soul inside there is nothing like me. Don't even say those words. I am like you. I'm like you, who care, who want to change this world, who knows there's something wrong. And why aren't people understanding this? Well, people aren't understanding it because a lot of people don't want it to change. This is what they want. They want evil on this world. They want bad things to happen to people. They want bad things to happen to children. They don't care about anything. And then there's some of us in these spacesuits who do care. So we're not all from a Jesus Christ God. We're all from different gods. We're all from different home worlds. That's my humble opinion. Nobody really talks about that. But I mean, just think about it. Ask yourself this question. Do you honestly believe you come from the same place as a pedophile? As a pedophile who wakes up in the morning and just constantly thinks about how he can get a child and have a child for the rest of his life to rape. I mean, you honestly believe that consciousness inside that is what is where you come from? Are you serious? Does it not make more sense that there is evil in people and there is good in people? There is not good and evil in people. When people say, yeah, but he was good and then he did something bad. No, that person was bad from the start. They were always bad. Only thing that happened is they realized that they have to be good because they'll get thrown into prison. But when you get to a position of power, then your true colors come out and you can be and do whatever you want. But hang on a minute. When you get into a position of power, you don't want that power and you want to be kind to everybody. So don't tell me I'm like a pedophile. Don't tell me I'm like these greedy men who step on people, who just kick them out and just do anything they want to people, put poison in their food. There are many people in this world who get paid a lot of money, right? That probably wouldn't need to get paid a lot of money because they probably enjoy doing it. Oh, if they were spraying and they knew about it, they wouldn't do that. People kill every day. What are you talking about? They kill for 300 quid, for 200 quid, they'll kill somebody. Of course they'll keep their mouth shut if they're getting paid 10 grand a month for spraying people, knowing what's in there. Of course they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't. Of course they would tell everybody that there was, in 9/11 it was all done by some guys in a cave with some box cutters. Yeah. Of course. Well, that's what it is. Well, no, it probably wasn't that. It was probably a Mossad and CIA and all the rest of them joined together to cause mayhem so they can, bring in more tightening grips around your neck. Oh, that's ridiculous. Somebody would have had to plant all of somebody would have had to, put all them things in there to demolition and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And they probably got paid a lot of money and they probably still work for the very same Mossad and CIA now, and they probably get paid fortunes, and they love it, and they probably feel that what they did was the best thing they could do, because that is who they are. There are people in this world that are good, and there are people in this world that do bad things because they think it's good. That is their God. That is their power. That is what they want to hurt. They want to abuse. They want to rape. They want to cause death. And they attract one another. As a healer, we can clearly see that pedophiles know pedophiles. They can go up to one another and know each other. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it I can go up to somebody and know that they're beautiful and kind and caring, and I know that's the person that I want to talk to? Why is that? Because it's energy, because it's a soul, and soul can feel souls. I can feel evil, and evil knows evil as the same as you know a beautiful soul, and you are a beautiful soul. That's a beautiful soul. You can feel each other and you're connected. Well, evil pedophiles feel the same way. They feel as if they're perfect souls, and what they're doing is fine, and they need to get together to maybe find a new group of pedophiles that they can now, how can we get more children to rape, you know? So that's how they work. They feel each other because they know they come from the same consciousness. That makes more sense than trying to make excuses for people. But no, we can't do that, because now we're segregating. Now we're but it's the truth. I think if anything, this is the main truth that should be taught. Not about what color you are, not about what gender you are. That is the smoke and mirrors. That they want you to do that. They want to separate you. Why? Because they don't want you to know that the devil exists and that there are monsters in this world that exist, and they don't want you to know about them. So they want you to listen to religion and say that we are all one. Perfect psyop. We're all one. So if I'm good, then how can he possibly do that? Oh yeah, we're all one. Yeah, but we're not all one. He's just raped your child. Yeah, but we're all one and I must forgive him. Why? Because we're all one. Oh, that sounds a really good cop-out, doesn't it? It sounds like somebody's created something so clever, so powerful, that it continues to this day, and it will continue every day. And how do you know if you're in the company of something evil? How do you know if you're in the company of a pedophile? Well, I don't know about you, but I've learned to know the difference, to feel the difference, and to know what is a good soul inside that heart and what is a heartless monster inside them. I've learned through my work, and I know the difference, and I can spot them a mile off, and they're normally the ones that run away from me, always running away. Funny that. Wonder why that is. Because they know. But this is the way it is. But I do wish you all a lovely day, guys. This was just a food for thought chat. A little bit heavy, of course it is, but I think what I'm trying to say is that we have to now start to become we have to become more aware. We have to, this intuition that is being severed by the darkness, it's trying to stop us from connecting. It's trying to stop us from figuring out the truth. It's doing everything it can. That's why those that are growing in fame, those that are growing are no threat. But those that are not growing in likes is because they're hitting the truth. They're hitting the raw truth, and we are being stopped. So don't stop, and maybe just sit down for a bit and think about what I've said. If you are a godly person and you believe in religion, you believe that we are all one, think about it. Do you really think that we are all one? And I'm not talking about color or race. I'm talking about a monster that resides within a family that is different from the rest of the family. You can sugarcoat it as much as you want. You can say, well, it's probably because they went to boarding school and they were raped by their teacher or their bishop. I'm sorry, guys, that there's people being raped lots of times. And I know this personally, and don't end up wanting to hurt anybody. It's bullshit. Again, another excuse. So we have to keep our bodies clean. We have to be aware of what we're eating. We have to be aware of what we put on our skin. And it's really simple. You all know this by now. Whatever you put in your mouth and eat and you know is good for you should only be used on your skin. That's a simple rule. If you cannot put it in your mouth and swallow it, don't rub it on your skin. Don't start to use shampoos and stuff. These are poisons. These are slow kills. Don't just use natural products. Natural that you would say, oh, is this digestible? Oh, yeah, that's digestible. All my oils are food grade. Food grade. So just be aware. What you put on your skin is important. What you put in your mouth is important. Where you go in this world, wherever you walk, whatever company you're in, whatever somebody's trying to sell you, whatever somebody's trying to push and force onto you, just be aware. Just think about it. Don't rush into things. This year, don't rush into anything. And please, please try and live in the moment as much as you can. That's my short message today. Wishing you a lovely day. I'll crack on with crystals now. That's really one of the smallest joys I have these days. Thank goodness for my crystals. They make me feel so good. And one day, maybe in 50 or 100 years, people will start to realize that the power of crystals really do work, and they do heal, and they do cleanse and clear a lot of baggage from us. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me today. Wishing you a lovely day. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye for now.